Hello students, hope you are all doing well. In today's lecture, we will be solving problem number 2 on page 161. We have already done one problem on Monday. So now this is a problem again on admission of a partner. So take page 161, problem number 2. Amalendu and Samir share profits and losses in the ratio 3:2 respectively. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2017 was as under. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2017. Look at the liabilities, sundry creditors, Amalendu's capital, Samir's capital, and general reserve. On the asset side, we have cash at bank, sundry debtors, land and building, stock, plant and machinery, furniture, and fixtures. On 1st April 2017, they admit Paresh into partnership. The terms being that he shall pay rupees 16,000 as his share of goodwill. 50% amount of goodwill shall be withdrawn by the old partners. Second, he shall have to bring in rupees 20,000 as his capital for 1/4 share in future profits. Third, for the purpose of Paresh's admission, it was agreed that the assets would be revalued as follows. A, land and building is to be valued at rupees 60,000. You can make a tick mark in the balance sheet against land and building. B, plant and machinery to be valued at rupees 16,000. So tick mark plant and machinery. C, stock valued at rupees 20,000 and furniture and fixtures at rupees 4,000. Mark both the assets. D, a provision of 5% on debtors would be made for doubtful debts. So mark sundry debtors. Pass the necessary journal entries in the books of a new firm. So now here, children, we have asked only to pass journal entries, but we require the ledger accounts to give entries. So first we will do the ledger, so we get a practice both of ledger as well as the journal. So first we will be doing the ledger accounts. So you will write down, children, now take your notebooks and write down in the books of the partnership firm. Below that you will draw revaluation account for about 8 lines. Next you will draw partners capital account. Now here all 3 partners you have to show. So draw 3 columns for the amount and write the names. Again, you leave about 8 lines for partners capital account. We are given cash at bank. So we will draw bank account. Actually, this is a working note, but we have to find out the balance at the end of the year. So draw bank account, and lastly, you will draw balance sheet of the new firm. Now in the balance sheet, on the liability side, the first will be the capital account. So write the name of the 3 partners, Amalendu, Samir, and Paresh. So we begin with the problem. Given balance sheet, page 161. On the liability side, first is sundry creditors. So write creditors 10,000. Next given to us is the capital of the 2 partners. So come to your capital account. Now you will write on the credit side, by balance brought down. $60,000, $40,000. And put a dash for Paresh. Then is general reserve. Now this reserve belongs to the old partners. So here you will distribute the general reserve in the profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2. So the entry here is general reserve account debit to old partners capital account. So on the credit side, by general reserve, it is 20,000. You will divide it in the ratio of 3:2. So that is 12,000, 8,000. So it has to be distributed only to the old partners. We have finished with the liability side. Now assets. Cash at bank. So take bank account. On the debit side, bring down the balance. To balance brought down 12,000. Then we have all the assets, and all the assets have adjustment. When I read it out, I asked you to mark them. So if you see, all the remaining assets have adjustments. So you will leave one line for adjustment. Sundry debtors. $24,000. Leave a line for adjustment. Land and building. 50,000. Leave a line for adjustment. Stock 16,000. Again a line to be left. Plant and machinery 20,000. Leave a line. Furniture and fixture 8,000. Leave a line for adjustment. Okay, so we have finished with the given balance sheet. Now we come to the adjustments. On 1st April 2017, they admit Paresh into partnership. The terms being that, first, he shall pay 16,000 as his share of goodwill, and 50% amount of goodwill shall be withdrawn by old partners. So first we will take only the first part. He shall pay 16,000 as his share of goodwill. When new partner is bringing in goodwill, the entry here will be bank account debit. We have bank instead of cash. So it is bank account debit to goodwill account. So on the debit side, write to goodwill account 16,000. Now when this goodwill comes in cash, you have to distribute it to the old partners. So take partners capital account on the credit side. Now entry here is goodwill account debit to old partners capital account. So write by goodwill account. That 16,000 you will divide it in the ratio of 3:2, which is 9,600 and 6,400. Remember, only to the two old partners. Now we have finished the first part. The second part of the adjustment says 50% amount of goodwill shall be withdrawn by the old partners. So this goodwill which was credited to their account, they can now withdraw, but only 50%. So when they are withdrawing, the entry will be partners capital account debit to bank account. So on the debit side of partners capital account, write to bank account. Now see, 50%, 9,600, 50% will be 4,800, and 6,400, 50% will be 3,200. Put a dash. Second effect of this will come in bank account. On the credit side, write by Amalendu's capital account 4,800, by Samir's capital account 3,200. We go on to the next adjustment. He shall have to bring rupees 20,000 as his capital for 1/4 share in future profits. Okay, so that 1/4 share we need not take into consideration right now. He's bringing in capital. So when new partner brings in capital, the entry will be bank account debit to Paresh's capital account. So on the debit side of bank account, write to Paresh's capital account 20,000. And the second effect will come in partner's capital account on the credit side by bank account 20,000, right in the correct column. Okay. Third adjustment. For the purpose of Paresh's admission, it was agreed that assets would be revalued as follows. So all the assets are being revalued. So come to the balance sheet. The first one is land and building is to be valued at rupees 60,000. They have given us the value. So this value you will write in the outer column. Land and building 60,000. Then compare if it has increased or decreased, appreciated or depreciated. So if you see from 50, it has become 60,000. That means it has been appreciated. So write add appreciation. Now how much has been appreciated? 10,000. So you had 50, it appreciated by 10, and outer column it will be 60,000. Now appreciation second effect, that means it has been increased. It will come revaluation account credit side. So on the credit side, write buy land and building. Now you will write here only the increase, that is 10,000. Second, plant and machinery is to be valued at 16,000. Come to the balance sheet. See where is plant and machinery. Write 16,000 in the outer column. Now compare. It was 20. It has become 16. So that means it has depreciated. So write less depreciation. How much is it depreciated by? 4,000. So value has decreased. So second effect will come on the debit side of revaluation account. So on the debit side, write to plant and machinery 4,000. Next is stock is valued at 20,000. So balance sheet. Stock, it is 16, now it becomes 20. So that means there is an increase. So write add increase. How much is it increased by? 4,000. So value of asset has increased. So second effect will come on the credit side of revaluation account. Right, buy stock 4,000. Okay, next furniture and fixtures at rupees 4,000. So look at the balance sheet. Furniture and fixture, outer column, write 4,000. It was 8,000. It's now become 4,000. So there is depreciation. So write less depreciation 4,000. So decrease in the value of the asset. So second effect will come on the debit side of revaluation account. Right there on the debit side, to furniture and fixtures. 4,000. The last one, a provision of 5% on debtors would be made for doubtful debts. So come to the balance sheet, debtors, 5% is RDD. RDD we always deduct, so write less RDD. Now 5% of 24,000 will be 1,200. Deduct, take the amount to the outer column, that's 22,800. Second effect of RDD, that means your debtors have decreased, so it will come on the debit side of revaluation account. Write to RDD 1,200. So now we have finished with the adjustments. We will start closing the accounts. First, we will close revaluation account, find out profit or loss on revaluation. See there which side is greater. If you see the total, it's the credit side which is greater. So take the total of the credit side. It's 14,000. Write it on the debit side, 14,000. Now you know that the debit is less. So balancing figure will come here, which has to be transferred to capital account. So write to capital account. Below that, right, now this profit will be given only to the old partners. New partner does not come here. So Amalendu and Samir. Now first you will find out the total profit. So total profit is 4,800. They have given us ratio 3:2. So divide this profit into the ratio and find out the share of each partner, which is 2,880 and 1,920. Now once you get the profit, this profit you will transfer to capital account. So come to the credit side of capital account. Write by revaluation account. $2,880 and 1,920. Put a dash in the third column. Now we will close partners capital account and find out the balance at the end of the year. So if you see there, your credit side is greater for all the partners. So take the total of all the partners. Take the first one, first partner there, the total is 84,480. Second partner, 56,320. And last is 20,000. Write the same on the debit side. $84,480, 56,320 and 20,000. Now we will find the closing balance. So you will write there to balance carried down. So first partner, you 84,480 minus 4,800, it is 79,680. Second partner, 56,320 minus 3,200, so 53,120, and the last partner is 20,000. Now children, this balance is the final balance which you will write in the balance sheet. So take your balance sheet and write down, you have written there capital account, write in the inner column. First is 79,680, second 53,120 and Paresh is 20,000. Take the total to the outer column. It is 1,52,800. We've still got one account to close, that is the bank account. So close bank account, find out the balance. So the debit side greater there, it is 48,000. Write it on the credit side, 48,000. So credit is less, write by balance carried down. Now balance carried down is 40,000. Now this balance you will write on the asset side. So take the asset side of the balance sheet, write cash at bank 40,000. And now we will tally the balance sheet. So take the total of the balance sheet. The liabilities side 1,62,800 and the same on the asset side. So children, we have only finished with the ledger accounts. Now we have to write the journal entries for this, because basically they have asked us to only give journal entries, but this ledger accounts are going to help us to write those entries. So you will take the next page. Now let's begin with the journal. So take the next page, write down in the books of the partnership form, below that journal, and then draw the format of the journal. Draw it for the next page as well, because there are about 8 entries. So in the date column, write down the year 2017. Below that, write April 1st. That is the first entry we will be writing. So all entries will be on April 1st. Now, when you are writing the journal entries, always begin with the balance sheet which is given. So with the balance sheet which is given, on the liabilities side, we have sundry creditors, the capital of the 2 partners, general reserve. Now, general reserve we distribute to the partners. Bringing down balances, we don't write entries. So first entry is for general reserve. So write general reserve account debit 20,000. To Amalendu's capital account 12,000. To Summit's capital account 8,000. Narration being general reserve distributed to old partners. So on the asset side, we have only the assets and we are bringing down the balances. So no journal entries over there. We come straight away to the adjustments. The first adjustment is he shall pay 16,000 as a share of goodwill. So he brings in goodwill. So entry over there. Now write April 1st. When he brings in goodwill, the entry will be bank account debit 20,000, so 16,000 to goodwill account 16,000 being goodwill brought in by new partner. Now next, when goodwill comes in cash, you have to distribute that to the old partners. So next entry, again on April 1st. Now the entry will be goodwill account debit 16,000 to Amalendu's account, capital account 9,600. To Sameer's capital account, 6,400. Narration: being goodwill distributed to old partners. The second part of that adjustment says 50% amount of goodwill shall be withdrawn by the old partners. So next entry, April 1st. Now when they withdraw, the entry is Amalendu's capital account debit 4,800. Sameer's capital account debit 3,200. To bank account 8,000. Narration: being 50% of goodwill withdrawn by old partners. Okay, now next adjustment is he shall have to bring rupees 20,000 as his capital. So new partner bringing in capital, date 1st April, right? Bank account debit 20,000. To Paresh's capital account 20,000. Narration: being capital brought in by new partner. After that, we have the assets revalued. So we can look at the revaluation account and give combined entry. So if you go back to your revaluation account, you can see there on the debit side, we have plant and machinery, furniture and RDD. So we give a combined entry there. So write April 1st, revaluation account debit 9,200. To plant and machinery account 4,000. To furniture and fixtures account 4,000. And to RDD account 1,200. Narration: being assets decreased in value. Next entry, again, if you look at the revaluation account on the credit side, we give a combined entry there. So you will write land, April 1st, land and building account debit 10,000. Stock account debit 4,000. To revaluation account 14,000. Narration: being assets increased in value. Now we have finished with the revaluation account. So now the last entry is for the profit on revaluation. So write April 1st, revaluation account debit. You can look in the revaluation account. So revaluation account debit 4,800 to Amalendu's capital account 2,880 to Sameer's capital account 1,920. Narration: being revaluation profit transferred to capital account. So these are the entries, journal entries. Now you will total up the journal. So on the next line, take the total. So you know that your total debit and credit both has to be same. So the total is 1,08,000. Children, please check this again. So total 1,08,000. Solve this problem, go through it. If you have any doubt, difficulties, please message me. I will clear your doubts. I hope you have understood. Thank you, students, and have a nice day.